Good morning. Welcome to East Texas. It's now almost 9 o'clock in the morning, so just a good 4-hour drive to get my day started. We're doing something pretty cool today. Firstly, we're getting a new trailer, which is, some of you might not think that's that cool. I actually am like weirdly obsessed with trailers and think they're really cool and fun. And so I'm like kind of over the moon about that. We're going to Texas Pride trailers, which I have. This will be my 4th Texas Pride trailer. Still have the other 3. We've got the flatbed tilt deck. Too easy. Then we have a gooseneck dump trailer. And then we have the gooseneck roll-off dumpster trailer. Today we're doing one more that I have realized with this resort I need. And we're doing that, which is fun enough, but then Texas Pride has something else really cool going on that we're also gonna do while we're here. I've never actually been to the Texas Pride factory before. They've always delivered the trailer. So today is a first for me. And they're gonna show me something else that they do over here in East Texas. It's pretty neat. Giddy up, partners, we are like 5 minutes out. Cowboy. There's a few things I don't like about Texas, like the weather during the summer, but there's a lot of things I love about Texas, like a random cowboy riding his horse down an asphalt street at 9 o'clock in the morning. Oh, and if you want to come out to my resort, it's actually next week, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. You can come to the Desperado, AKA Booty Snapple Fest, AKA the total solar eclipse that's going directly overhead. I'm gonna turn off the sun in the middle of the day. We only have a few spots left though, and I'm probably gonna shut it down tomorrow. So this is your last chance. I hope to see you there. Dang, we did it. Texas Pride. Oh my gosh, it's over there too. This place is huge. Look at all the steel they have. Oh my gosh, it goes all the way back there. Okay. There's a sign. I gotta go to, okay, holy. I thought it was just that. This is all Texas Pride. I am joined by Montana. Hey, Montana.
Hey, what's up?
Everybody loved you in the last video. I think they like your accent. Where's that accent from?
Straight from a small town, Winnie, Texas.
There you go. Okay, Montana actually just walked me around the new trailer. I was too excited to film and I just kind of forgot. So we go over it again for them so they can see what we got here with this beautiful new Texas Pride trailer.
Absolutely, let's jump into it.
Hit me.
Alrighty, so right here at the front of your trailer, you have your 2 5/16 gooseneck coupler, you have your heavy duty safety chains, and your breakaway switch, which is on your other 3 Texas Pride trailers.
Yep.
You have a beefy 12-inch I-beam.
Yeah, which they don't all have this, right?
They don't.
A lot of them are smaller and they're 4 weaker, but yeah, we got a big heavy duty one here.
Exactly. Underneath, located in your gooseneck, you have your lockable diamond plate chain box.
Yep.
And you got a lot of storage there.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Slide over here to your also 12-inch I-beam risers.
Yep.
Your gussets. And then you have your 12,000-pound drop leg jack.
Dual too.
Yes.
Look at that.
Yep.
Very cool.
And you upgraded and you have your chain rack right here.
Yep. And also keep all the stuff on there from sliding up through, you know,
Exactly.
kind of tie to. Perfect.
Now moving along down the side of your trailer, you have your stake pockets every 2 feet.
Yeah, which I've had some trailers that are spaced out way more than that. That's nice to have those that
Yes.
close. That's awesome.
Yes, yes.
Lots of tie down spots too.
Then you have your rub rails.
Yep.
For your deck, you have 2-inch pressure treated wood.
Yep.
Your overall width is 102 inches. Your overall length is 32 feet, or as we call it, 27 plus 5.
Yeah, so the other trailer that I used when I cheated on Texas Pride and borrowed someone's trailer, it was for the telephone poles, which are 35 feet long, and so I couldn't put them on my 22-foot trailer, and this would have been perfect for that. They'd stick out just a little bit, but man, yeah, this big long trailer would be perfect for hauling big loads.
You'll see that it's lined with LED lighting.
Yep.
All have sealed wiring harnesses. As we get to your tires, you've upgraded to a 14-ply tire, and you also have your matching spare tire and rim located at the
Yeah,
front of
it's
your trailer.
tucked right in there, which is cool.
So when you compare this model to other competitors, you'll find that they rate their trailers anywhere from a 24 to 26K GVWR, even though they only have 10,000-pound axles underneath. However, with your flatbed, you have true 12,000-pound axles.
Yeah, buddy.
With that, you have heavier bearings, a heavier axle tube, and a larger set of 5-inch brakes when standard's about 3.5 inch.
And this is what I'm really excited about.
Yes.
What do you call those?
These are your spring-assisted mammoth ramps.
Mammoth ramps, that's right. Which a lot of these things will just have a ramp on one side and a ramp on the other side, so you got to line them up, which is fine. But if you have like a smaller tracked, some equipment, or you have like, my dad has an old Ford tractor that the front wheels are really close together, and so I would never be able to get it on there with those two ramps. But this thing, can you show us? The whole back just ramps down.
Just pop this pin out.
And you call this a dovetail, right? Where it goes down?
Yes, and so when it folds up and it levels out with your wood deck, you'll have 5 feet of additional space that you can put anything.
You can put pallets right across those.
Yeah.
Or you can open it all up, and the dovetail and the ramp make a huge ramp down to the bottom.
So we'll put this up, and then
It's all spring assisted here, so yeah. Let's go all the way. So cool. And then that one goes down too, so you have just a huge ramp surface right here to easily get equipment, tractors, trucks, cars, whatever you need on the back of this thing. So that is the 32-foot long gooseneck deck over flatbed, dual tandems. We're gonna be able to haul all kinds of stuff on this, which I'm really excited about. But Dom, that's not all we're doing here, is it?
No, it's not. Actually, we're going to take you down the street
Yep.
to what we call our automotive wonderland. Now, this is something that's really, really cool that the owner of Texas Pride built. It's called Brays Motor Museum and Playground.
Yep.
We have a huge, huge classic car museum that has pretty much anything that you could ever want in an automobile inside of a museum setting, along with very cool memorabilia, a lot of cool surprises that the family loves.
And y'all just opened this how long
We
ago?
opened this up back in October. Actually, we opened up, we had our soft opening on Halloween.
Nice. So y'all were telling me about, they were telling me about this last time I saw them, which was I think summer last year.
Yeah,
that y'all were getting it ready. And so then I heard y'all open it. I still haven't been here, so I'm freaking pumped.
Yeah, we're going to show you the museum, and we're going to show you the thing that everybody really, really loves, and that is our racetrack. We got a racetrack out there. We got a drift pad out there.
I'm in.
We have an off-road track out there that we're getting ready to open. So let's go check it out.
Yeah, let's do that. They brought me to Brays Motor Museum and Playground. Let's go inside. There's a 5-ton over there. Also, that motorcycle is apparently the largest working motorcycle in the world. It's pretty giant. Let's go. Let's get out of this wind. It's way too windy. And go inside. Goldberg would love this room. It's all Mopars right off the bat. We got a Demon up front. We got a Viper. All Mopar. You know what it needs though is it needs a Barracuda with a Cummins in it. That's what it really needs in here. This is Jim Bray, owner. How's it going?
Going good.
Owner of this museum, but also Texas Pride Trailers. So we've hung out before. Jim, this is your private collection, for what I understand. Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay. Do you have a favorite in this building?
Yeah, that's hard to say.
I know. I was gonna say that. People ask me that about firearms. Like if I have a favorite firearm, and I don't really. Like I have a lot that I like, but
probably 5 or 6.
yeah. What you got a 426 in the Super B here?
Yeah, I'd say this is probably one of the top 5 in the favorite category.
Really?
Yeah, this actually has a 426 Hemi that.
There's a Raptor R.
There you go. Yeah, we're gonna go on that a little bit later.
Really?
Yeah.
That is one of my favorite trucks. 426 Hemi. Yep.
Yeah, it's got a 426 Hemi. The fellow who owned this before me was a NASCAR mechanic and took the engine all the way down the block and all the way back up, and it's like 600 horsepower or something crazy now. And it's got a 4-speed with a pistol grip.
Yep.
If you get the shift from 3rd to 4th right, you can actually smoke the tires through all 4 gears.
Really?
Yes,
Holy
it is
cow.
really sick.
Yeah, this is awesome. I love that color. Is this plum crazy?
Yeah, that was one of the 2 coveted colors that you had to have back from back then.
So awesome. Original Demon over there. This is a Demon 170. Goldberg just got one of those as well. And that's not all. There's more. What made you want to start this? This is crazy.
I always had a passion and a love for cars ever since I was little. And so I decided that I wanted to be able to share it with the world. And that way we could really take it to the next level. So that's what we've done here. We've amassed this collection so that people, can see it, and then also not just to be able to see it, but to be able to experience it. And so along with everything that's here to see, we also have a racetrack, we have a drift pad, and then we have a Baja track, and then we got some other things going in. We got a drive-in theater and some other experiences that are going to be really crazy.
It's a super fun time over in East Texas.
Yeah, you're not just coming here to look at it, but if you want, you can actually go take out a Corvette, ZR1 or a Mustang GT 500.
Really?
An old 60-something Camaro, you can actually take that out on the track and see what that feels like.
Awesome. Now I also see you have a lot of like memorabilia and stuff. This is all, a lot of this stuff is like old school stuff too, right?
Yeah, believe it or not, currently there's pushing 200 vehicles inside of this room.
Yeah.
But the crazy thing about it is, believe it or not, the most expensive item in this room is actually not a vehicle. If you look behind you, we have the
my gosh.
I believe it's 23 May West see-through gas pump.
That's a real pump?
Yes, that's a real pump from back in the day, completely restored.
Crazy.
That was close to $400,000.
Oh my God, this thing right here?
This thing right here, yes.
Crazy.
It's almost a one-of-one in the world. And then right next to it, the Ford see-through gas pump, that was 160-something grand.
Jeez.
And inside this little cordon area, believe it or not, there's about $700,000 worth of gas pumps.
Worth of gas pumps. Yeah, all of them are cool, but man, that's weird that ever existed. Like, that's a crazy looking pump.
No, it's crazy. Yeah, that's one of the things that I say sometimes. You look at stuff from the past and you go, wow, as America, everything we used to make was a work of art.
Yeah, it was
These
pretty.
Cars and whatnot, it was pretty. It was beautiful. It was a work of art. Now it's,
it's made of plastic, and it's only gonna last for a couple years.
Yeah.
Crazy. 69 Camaro right up front here.
That's actually one of the original Coco Camaros. There's only 69
in the
world. Yeah.
427.
427. And
Jeez.
4-speed.
Man, I love that. So my 68 Camaro, I have similar wheels and tires, just black and like plain Jane looking. It's awesome. You got a goat up front.
Yeah, 389 tri-power.
Yeah, I got the 3 carbs on top. Look at that. Man, this is cool. So, which one of these cars have you had the longest? Do you know?
Probably the one that I've had the longest is over on that side. It's a 68 Camaro convertible.
Yes, the red one.
Yeah,
saw
the
that.
red one. That was what I always envisioned as being the first car that I got a hold of. I wanted one from 1967 because that's the year I was born, but 68 is when they started having the big blocks. So I got a 68 convertible. I wanted red with a white interior and a big block in it, and so that was one of the first ones I got probably about 10 years ago.
So he also, I saw that car a second ago. He showed it to me. I also have a 68 Camaro, and that was also one of the first cars that I got. Ours has been in our family for 20 years. I got it when I was 15 years old. So that's a special place. Old Camaros, the first gen Camaros have a special place in my heart. I don't know where to start in here, Jim. You got a Mystery Machine. You got a 427 Cobra.
Most people have probably seen the movie Ford versus Ferrari.
Oh, yeah.
And I tell you, you drive this thing here, it's like a roller skate. Your arm hanging out the window feels like it's about to drag you around. And you get this thing up to about 80 or 90, and you go over a little bump on the road, and
a little scary.
It's at that speed, it's scary, and then you have to have a complete new level of respect for, the fellows that back in the 60s would take one of these
racing
180 something down the Wilson straight at night when it's dark and it's raining. It's like, you got to be a special breed.
It's a small car. Yeah, you crash in this thing, you're in trouble.
Right.
Man, the thing looks good. And so I did notice you have these like high performance old classic muscle cars next to a Mystery Machine van, and next to, I don't even know what this is.
When you come in, every single piece is something different to look at and has its own reason to be interesting. So it actually takes quite a while to go through here and look at everything that there is.
So the Dodge with the stacks just caught my eye. What is that? Is that a Dodge? Yeah.
Yeah, that was back in the 70s when I was young, and Dodge came out with those. It's got a 360 V8 in it, and that was like a really cool truck to have back in the 70s, I think it was.
They came with stacks like that?
They came with stacks.
Oh, crazy.
And you got 1957 Chevy that's made into a police car.
That's so cool.
It's got the original radio and all that kind of stuff in it.
Yep. These kind of cars, I don't know anything about these.
Yeah, this is
That's a Ford. And so you have QR codes on all these, so you can kind of see.
Yeah.
You can look up the info on that Model T.
This is back in the day when a windshield was a windshield.
Wait, that's a real windshield? That's nuts. Oh my gosh.
This is one I got at Barrett Jackson auction. I wasn't expecting to purchase.
Yep.
But it just looked so beautiful and was so well done.
It is very clean.
Restoration.
Yeah. That paint's cool. What do they call these Dodge trucks? They have any special name?
They're called Little Red Express. This actually came from the factory with that on the side.
That is hilarious. So
I'm
cool.
old enough to remember when these were actually new and everybody was like, had to have one.
Yep. Yeah, old fire truck? Is that what this is? Holy cow.
This is actually it's late 20s or early 30s. If you look, you can actually see the chain drive.
Crazy. What the heck? That's a real thing?
But what's nuts is this thing is completely in full working order.
Really?
Yeah.
Is
You
it-
want to see something funny? Turn it right.
Does it start sirening?
Yeah.
That's pretty nuts. Crazy. I really do like the fact that this stuff is all, it seems random. Like
Yeah, that was.
having all these, it's not like you have the muscle car section or you have the new car section, you have the old work truck section. You have a Buick Grand National?
I do.
My man. I love it.
Back in high school, that was my family definitely couldn't afford one, but the guy that was a rich kid, the captain of the football team that got all the girls.
Yep.
Yeah, his parents bought him one of those back in the mid '80s.
I showed one. I saw one in town one time, and I showed it to my wife. I was like, "Check it out. This is a really cool car." And she was like, "Why?" She's like, "That thing's ugly." I'm like, "You don't get it." And is that a Baja Bug right behind it?
It is. We're actually going to put that on the Baja track that we just opened.
Sweet.
That would be something you can drive. You got to walk a truck. We keep.
Oh, I didn't even see that. Yeah. God, there's so much to look at in here. Holy cow. Is this all stock or is it upgraded?
No, this is stock. I mean, back at that time, this was one of the fastest cars that GM made. It was actually faster than the Corvette, which.
Is it really?
Yeah, which.
So it's a V6 turbo, right?
Twin turbo.
Oh, it's twin turbo. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But at the time, back when all the cars didn't have that much power because of smog stuff,
Yeah.
this would pull a 12-second quarter mile.
Which is so slow for today,
By
but
today's standards,
Yeah,
At the time,
but- it was fast.
this engineering department came and smoked the Corvette that year, and there was a little bit of a.
They weren't happy about that?
within General Motors at
Yeah.
that time. Yeah.
This is a good looking Baja Beetle too.
Yeah, we were planning on taking this to put out on the Baja Track Experience. Was getting ready to open.
That's cool. I had one. It was not this nice.
Car that, like I said, you can see that back in the day. I mean, they were just works of art. Like you look at that dash in there. I mean, God knows how many pieces it took to make.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's awesome. What is it, a Star Chief?
Yeah, this is Pontiac Star Chief.
Pontiac. Okay, yeah. I've never even seen one of these. I love your love for the old trucks too.
Yeah. And this is a cool one over here. If you look back when Princess Diana got married.
Yeah.
This is actually the brand name of this limousine is Princess, and it was made for royalty.
Huh.
And you can see.
Oh yeah. Got a giant back seat.
Yeah, with your little footrest down there.
An
and
ashtray.
you can see it's right-hand drive.
Oh yeah, cool. So what's the story with this one?
That's actually a very interesting story. I got this because this has special meaning to me. This was our family car when I was a teenager.
Really?
And
What is it? A Mercury Bobcat Villager wagon.
so we had one that looked almost identical to this, but my parents got divorced when I was in high school, and myself and my sister were the two oldest out of 5. We went with my dad and moved to New Hampshire. We lived in Florida at the time, and my dad wasn't taking the divorce well, and I was a teenager and rebellious. And between the two of us, we didn't get along too good. So we got into it one night, and while he was asleep, I actually took his keys, took his wallet, and I had to teach myself how to drive stick shift.
Oh my gosh.
And I drove all the way from New Hampshire to Florida in the car.
God. So how would you ever find one of these that's in good enough condition to put in a museum? Like this is in...
It was actually a chance find. I was at Barrett Jackson auction, and it was
Really?
part of a collection that was going through, and I had no idea that I was going to end up with this.
Yeah.
I was there at the auction, and like I said, it had a lot of meaning to me for my own personal story. So
Yeah, this thing's, it's beautiful, and it's such a funny car to be in here, but it's really cool. You don't ever see these kind of things.
No, like I said, that's the reason I got it. Was because
Yeah.
it had meaning to me.
Also, I'm gonna need this paint code because, man, that's a really cool color on that 69. It's like brown and green and gold.
Yeah, it was stock color that year. Again.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Oh, I've never even seen one of these. Crazy.
I'm pretty sure it was. If I'm wrong, I'm sure all the purists.
Oh yeah, they'll know. But yeah, I've got a Barracuda that, man, it would look good in this color. It's just,
There's actually quite a few videos on the internet with this particular car in it because it's so rare. Like I said, there's only one.
Yeah.
This is one of 69 that were made that year. Coupe, and then you got a matching.
Yeah.
It's got a V8 on the.
Yeah, they both got V8s with twin stacks.
Yeah.
So did that come with a V8? Like, did Farmall tractors come with V8s? I don't actually know anything about them. I see it's got an international engine in it.
I ended up picking this up because it was a set. You can see somebody had taken. There's the pictures. I don't think it came with a V8.
Oh, yeah.
But you can see somebody put some love into it.
Yeah.
And made both of these to go together.
I bet it's got some power now.
I
That's
didn't
cool.
want to separate them, so I bought them both.
That's your C2 Corvette. My dad would love that car. He's got a couple C2 Corvettes.
If you can't afford a new Rolls Royce, well, the old ones are just about as pretty.
That is awesome. Used to have a truck like that. It was my first truck in high school. It was a 72 Chevy pickup. This one is a little bit nicer than mine. Mine was rusty and disgusting, but that one's pretty clean. 1902 Studebaker. Now, were you into these kind of things before you started a museum?
No, I wasn't, but this has an interesting story and a little bit of history on it that, originally, if you look at it, it says first Studebaker electric car in America.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And so cars actually started out electric.
Really?
And then what happened was Thomas Edison invented the light bulb, and Rockefeller, who was making all his money off of kerosene, saw the writing on the wall. Kerosene was used for lighting, and so he was going to get phased out by new technology, and he actually strong-armed the car companies
start making
using
gas engines.
Diesel.
Crazy.
And so we've had about 100-year detour on that, and then it's going to go back to electric, which is what it was in the beginning and should have continued to be.
That's insane. So they just had batteries in these things and ran off a little motor?
Yeah.
Crazy.
They actually were
That's
electric.
a Tesla, 100 years ago.
Yep.
Ooh, we got another Nova. Love me a good SS Nova. So is this how you got it?
Yeah, I picked it up at the auction that way, but looks like it should be sitting out on the boardwalk of somewhere in California.
Yeah, selling fresh fruits and veggies. And you got the VW bus here.
The 1960s hippie wagon.
Yep.
Some surfboards on the top.
Epic. Yeah, you do need some surfboards. That's awesome. Dude, Chevrolet 6400, another fire truck. And it's so clean. Obviously someone...
It was immaculate.
Yeah, someone just did like a fresh renovation on this thing.
Absolutely beautiful. If you open the door and look inside, it's all matching and restoration from top to bottom. It's just
Golly. Yeah. This is awesome. This is something you definitely do not see every day. Ford Super Duty. Yeah.
1950 something.
It's got a sleeper cab and it's a cab over. It's a little short front there. Man, that is really cool.
And all the gals love this one here. My wife.
Yeah, it's Bel Air.
She's gonna steal it from me.
So, what is it? 57?
It's a 57 Bel Air.
Yeah.
Got the classic salmon color from the 50s.
Yep.
Beautiful matching.
Matching interior.
And then what's interesting is it's got a 1957 Airstream camper to go with it. That's all color coded to match. And if you poke your head inside, it looks like
even the propane tanks match it. Yeah, just a throwback. And we just passed right by this old flatbed F350. Crazy. I love that you love work trucks.
Yeah.
There's like just a lot of work trucks in here.
Yeah, this is a very beautiful restored piece.
Paint's pretty.
Old tow truck.
Oh yeah, it is a tow truck. That is cool. Jeez, you got some tires on that thing.
Yeah, that's another tow truck. Couple cool little rat rods.
So cool. And you got a Formula Firebird tucked back in there.
Got one of those. That's where's that guy? That's
I had a 72. I bought it when I was 16. I sold
it's
it.
got a big block that's stroked out. I think it's a 469 with a 4-speed.
Yep. Awesome. Yeah, I had a 72. Mine was a Formula 400, but I put a 455 in it. Mine didn't have a sunroof like this one does. That's cool.
This is back when horses pulled the oil around.
Wow, that's crazy. How do you find this kind of thing?
There's actually
There's so much stuff.
There's another guy who's a collector. He's about 80 something, and he took me on a tour of his place. He said, "You can buy anything you want in here."
Oh, really?
And out of the entire place, that's what tweaked me. I was like, "I'm gonna buy it."
Couple old trucks again. Next to a DeLorean from Back to the Future.
Yeah, this is one of our showpieces here. This is not the actual car from the movie, but it's a replica. This is from the second one.
Yeah, it's lighting up and everything in there too.
Yeah, if you look up on the dash up there, it's got Marty's driver's license and the letter from 1985 and the Sports Almanac, and you got the
sunglasses
signed by Christopher Lloyd.
Really? That's cool. That's awesome.
It's got a little side piece over there, that telephone, but if you go up and look at the Superman up close,
Yep.
it's really spooky how real he looks. You look at his eyes, and he almost looks like he's got a soul.
Maybe he does. And then you got old Corvette, which, so this was an LT5. This was a ZR1 that then they modified, it looks like, right?
Yeah, it's called the Beast, and the fellow that had this built with his car holds one of the records on the salt flats.
Crazy.
300 and something miles an hour, I think.
Yeah.
Which to me is crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy in an old C4. Yeah, I had a C4 ZR1 that I just recently got rid of, and man, I love C4 Corvettes. There's your 68 Camaro we talked about earlier.
That's one of my babies that I love.
So nice. There's a
Gen 2.
second gen. And then this is a Corvette as well, right?
It is. It's a C6 platform. In the Transformers movie, you have the Dinobot Slash, and he transforms into this car.
Gotcha. That's cool. You got a C3 Corvette, side pipes.
And this is something I worked all my life for. This is what we call the Corvette wall, and this is actually all 8 generations of Corvettes lined up from the oldest to the newest.
That's crazy. And they're not just base model Corvettes either. You got some nice ones in there.
Yeah, no, we try to select them for performance. Most of them are Z01, Z06 packages.
Yeah. Yeah, you got big block C2 right there. Man, this paint is such a cool color. So awesome. You got big block C2, 427 C3, ZR1 C4.
This is a Lingenfelter.
Oh, sweet.
And John Lingenfelter built it for himself.
Really?
And sold it to his buddy, and then I bought it from his buddy, but I've still actually, you can see the original title.
Crazy.
He built it for himself. It's like 1,000 something stupid horsepower.
Oh my
It's
God.
completely nuts.
Yeah, Lingenfelters are insane. Got a Z06 on the C6, Z06 C7, and then you got the C8 at the end, looking insane as well. You said this one only has 20-something miles on it?
It's only got 22 miles. This was a real rare find. The fellow that I got it from had an allocation from GM, and he checked all the boxes the way that you would. It's Z06 70th anniversary edition. First year they were made. Has a Z07 track pack. It's triple black.
Crazy.
And then it's convertible as well. And yeah, it's got 22 miles on it.
Yeah, it looks like a freaking supercar.
We
Those
actually
splitters.
have another one that's not as rare as this that's available to drive on the track. You get to drive it just
Drive it on the track. Cool, I wore my driving boots, so that's perfect. Yeah, this thing is mean. The mid-engine.
behind you.
Bumblebee! We actually just watched all those movies with my son. We're well-versed on the Transformers. Indian motorcycle, got Evel Knievel. We got John Connor and Arnold.
Well, now we got a little side note or addition on it that we don't really advertise or push, but one of my other passions or loves since I was a kid, I loved cars, but I also used to put Legos together, and I've got a lifetime collection, and so we've decided to put those on display here as well, rather than just kind of have them hid away.
Yeah. So this is stuff you had before this too.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff I put together personally, and then now we've actually got a crew that's working on bigger stuff.
Oh, this is awesome. Got the White House over there, all made out of Legos, Eiffel Tower. Got a Star Wars section. Is that a Titanic over there?
Yes.
And there's like a whole city over here.
Yeah, I put almost all of that together.
Oh, and this giant American and Texas flag is made out of Legos as well. And that is made of Legos.
Well over 100,000 pieces.
How, that's like gotta be 10 feet long, right?
Yeah, something like that. It's huge and it's heavy. And then as much as you've seen in this whole room and area here, this is actually only phase 1. We got all this in preparation, and we got the second half, which you wouldn't see unless we open the store, but this is going to be 1.5 times as large as...
Oh my gosh. You're going to fill this with cars?
Yes, so this will actually be the entire museum when it's done. It'll be 80,000 square foot of cars.
Crazy. And you already got some stacking up in there. I see like a 67 Mustang Fastback, or 66.
Yeah, we completely run out of room, and we're trying to get this done as quick as possible.
Yeah, hey, there's a crew in here working right now. Putting up sheetrock and crazy. Well, I guess we'll have to come back.
All right, well, you got to see them all. You want to go drive one?
Definitely.
Let's do it.
All right, so these are the cars that anybody can rent here. Is that right?
Yeah, so the track, you can either rent time and bring your own vehicle and run your own vehicle around the track, or we have ones that you can essentially pay by the lap with us. We have a Gen 8 Z51 track pack, and then we have also C8, that's a Z06.
Jeez.
We've got one of the Hellcat Challengers.
Yep.
Got a GT500. We've got a Gen 2 Corvette that's got some mechanic work that getting done on right now, but that's a lot of fun. That's got a 454 V8 in it.
Nice. So people will be able to rent that as well?
Yes.
That's cool.
And we've got, we use this for the drift pad. This is a Hellcat Dodge Charger.
Yep.
And then in here, these are some more that you can drive.
It's a Roadrunner.
Yeah, we got a Roadrunner with a 440 in it.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
We got an old school Gen 1 Mustang with a 390.
Yep.
We got a Gen 1
67.
454 big block in it.
And the SSL Camino.
SSL Camino with 400 small/big block in it.
Yep. Heck yeah.
So it's your pick. What do you feel like today?
I want to do a Z06 Corvette because I've never driven one and I think they're insane. I'm here with Gordon in the Z06. I missed the startup, but it was pretty gnarly. We're gonna go out and do a little test lap first, and then he'll let me get in here. Oh man, it's actually pretty roomy in here. I was kind of wondering how cramped it would be. How far around is this track?
It's just a little over a mile.
Oh wow.
Okay, so what we're gonna do here, where we got the cones set up,
Yes, sir.
The cones are laid down telling you which way you're gonna turn. These are marked for you to kind of drift out, but you do not want to get up on the curb.
Yep.
Okay, then you cut your apex down here. Here you can accelerate a little bit. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Now here we're getting a little straightaway. Hang on, here we go.
Yeah, man.
Okay, but you gotta be on the brakes pretty hard here.
Yep.
Because these turns come up really, really quick.
Don't want to drive off this.
Now,
Man, that gave me butterflies.
here we go again. Now this time you might want to watch the speedometer. So again, you need to be slowed down to about 35 miles an hour to take these turns.
Yep. Okay, my turn. We're jumping in. So loud. Okay, what do I need to know?
Man, let's just pull out, head towards the guy out there on the other side of the track. We're gonna turn before we get to him.
Okay. You doing 1 foot driving or 2?
Whatever you're comfortable with.
I'll just try 1 at first.
You know, one thing about it, if you're using one, he can't be on the brake and on the throttle at the same time.
Yep. Steering wheel's interesting.
Okay, the first lap's kind of going to be our practice lap. I want to go over a few things with you.
Okay.
Okay, now when you get down here, if you'll notice the cones where they're set up, you know, they're marked the way that you're going to turn. This is where it's telling you to apex your turns.
Yep.
Okay, so this time let's just try to do it at a moderate speed.
All right.
Okay, kind of drift on out a little bit. Don't get up on that curve because I'm telling you, it will suck you over.
Okay.
Okay, don't forget what I said about the shutdown. Now you can go on down on it here.
Okay, yeah.
It's got some power, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. All right. Feeling her out.
Okay, hammer down on it, hammer down. Hold it down, hold my job to see to it that you feel that.
That was so cool. Yep. Man, that was nuts. I was scared the whole time.
Man, I was your cheerleader. Come
Yeah, if you wouldn't have been saying stay in it, I would have not stayed in it. I was scared. But I was like, I don't know, if we crash, it's his fault now. That's cool.
You know, all you got to do is trust me on this. My job's also to not let you get hurt, and I don't like to get hurt myself.
Makes sense, makes sense.
All right, shower down on it. All right, right here, let off, let off. Get on the brakes a little more.
Okay.
There you go. Okay, you're good. You're hitting your marks.
Thanks. That was fun. We can do this all day. You got the best job in the world.
It's fun when you got somebody that knows what they're doing.
Oh, that's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me. Or are you not talking about me?
No, I'm not talking about you. But, you know, every now and then we do get somebody that knows what they're doing.
Man, what's crazy is this thing has so much horsepower, and it's such a performance machine, but it's also, you can just daily drive it. It's so easy and comfortable. It's nuts.
You know, a lot of people bring their Corvettes out here and go run them on the track.
Yep, just to actually use them. I wanted to drive the Roadrunner, but it's actually needing some maintenance. But the old 67 Camaro's ready to rock, right?
Here it is.
Let's do it.
Little different?
A little different than the Z06. So this thing has 454, is that what he said?
Yes, sir.
Sweet.
Yeah, we could have popped the top.
That's true. How long does it take?
Not long.
We look good with the top pop.
I think.
Let's do that. Oh, yeah.
You can't be cool if your hair don't blow.
You're right. That was a good call, Gordon.
Let's do this.
Woo-wee. Man, it's so much looser. I just got used to that Z06.
It doesn't stop like the Z06 either.
I'm gonna go real easy on the first lap. Oh yeah, brakes are real squishy.
It's a sweet ride.
Man, this thing's nice. Not too loud either. This is the one I'm gonna drive off the track.
No, you're not.
We'll see.
Again, my job to see to it you don't do things like that.
Gordon, you don't know me very well. But it's a pretty car.
I don't know, blowing up things, I kind of got you.
Oh, that shit's so smooth. Buttery.
You know what I call that?
What's that?
70s power.
Yep. Yep.
You know, that is the muscle car from the 70s.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
Like, this is what the guys were going, oh, it's so fast back in the day.
And back in the day, it was fast.
It was, yeah. Guy about your age one time was telling me about how he had a Harley and all his buddies had Harleys and they were so fast. And then these people came out with these Japanese bikes and they were just smoking them and they were like, how? Early.
Excuse me, exactly what did you mean by a guy about my age?
Super,
I'm not sure what you meant there, partner.
Super young and handsome.
Oh, there you go.
Very muscular.
I feel that. I'm with you.
Just as fun, just in a totally different way.
It is. Now I'm going to tell you something about the Roadrunner.
Yep.
No power brakes.
Really?
No power steering.
So you got to work when you're doing that one.
No power steering.
Yeah, this power brake and power steering is nice right here.
Yes, it is. Okay, pull up to that cone and stop.
I like the sound of this. Okay.
Stand in it.
Yep.
Let's do this.
Okay, ready?
I'm ready.
Got that big block torque. That was pretty good.
I'm a little nuts too.
Brakes work pretty good on this old girl.
Little tire hop.
Yeah. Hold on, let's give them a little show, you know?
Oh, there you go.
Woo! If y'all don't know what a Raptor R is, it's the brand new Raptor with the V8 and it's supercharged, and they are insane. And I've never driven one. Bank turns out here, look at that. That's cool. So how new is this track?
Brand new.
Yep, just put it in. I see there's no grass on it, so that's what I figured. This is cool. These turns are awesome. And so can anybody come out here and run their truck or
Yeah, you can
car
run
out?
your own truck or you can run one of ours.
Cool. Oh my
With our
gosh,
driver.
that is so steep.
You didn't ask us what this was.
That has
That's
some.
where we're taking you next.
That has the big burnout donuts over there. That's my kind of place. And they made a huge drift pad over there. An acre of concrete.
Now, I've never done this in this car before.
Yeah. Man, that's slick, dude.
It's a whole lot different in this car, I'm gonna tell you that.
Yeah. God, sounds good too.
All right.
That's a slick pad. Can I
Man, is it different.
Can I go now?
Tell me that's not fun.
Yeah. Can I drive it?
Go for it.
Yeah.
You wanna go?
Make sure you say it on camera that normally we don't let the customers do that, but because you're Matt,
Okay.
we're gonna let you try.
Thanks.
Okay?
They don't know me very well.
Do what?
Nothing. This pad is slick out here though.
Very. Nobody's ever went off of it. Let's don't start that either.
Too close. Yeah, that's so slick.
It's
out there.
all, you do it all with throttle. Now come on back over here.
Sorry, Jim. My foot slipped. Just drove the Raptor R on the dirt track. Totally forgot to film it because I was too excited. It was awesome. I want to have one someday. All right, back to my normal truck. We're back at the trailer, gonna load up the brand new Texas Pride trailer and head home. Ooh-wee. That's gonna look good going down the road. Big thanks to Texas Pride Trailers.
Hey, Matt, what's going on with the Raptor?
What? Oh man, how did that get up there? I don't know, it must have just, shoot. Well, it was worth a shot. I was hoping they wouldn't notice, but they freaking noticed, so we're gonna unload the Raptor R off my new trailer. Lame. We're actually leaving now with an empty, but brand new gooseneck, dual tandem, 32-foot flatbed trailer. Thanks to everyone at Texas Pride. I've been hanging out with them all day now. They're awesome. We're heading home. I'm gonna let you guys not have to drive 4 hours with me. You guys just get to skip it. And then we're coming back. We have to build a stage on this thing ASAP because the eclipse is happening really soon. Thanks for watching. I love you. And I'll see you next time.